Kumar, Devesh, multifaceted HR professional, certified emotional intelligence, certified HR analytics, PhD in alternative medicine. So he is HR, a different kind of a meaning, is healthy revelation about your own life. And he's going to talk about how to subconsciously, consciously work. Over to Kumar, Devesh. He's looking after HR in a US ID company.
Wow, that was, thank you so much for that. And seriously, thank you to everyone for all the sessions that I heard. There's only one thing that I could actually relate to whatever I could heard, and that was you are the creator of your own destiny. Right, Sanaji? And as Mr. Ranjan said, I mean, there are a couple of words that are echoing in my mind right from the time that he was speaking. That's initiative, take risk, do not give up, so on and so forth. And there was more like a icing on the cake when Sanaji added on that particular point. So I'll particularly go ahead and start. I have a brief presentation, but then before that, couple of questions before I start. Silly ones. Okay. The last one. Start with this. I mean, don't be amazed, that's my face. I thought probably the moment I got the topic, I was like, this is how I'll end up looking at it when I'm talking about it, subconsciously, conscious. I seriously don't know what I'll be talking about, but then let's see. So before I start, one small question, silly one to everyone. How many of you over here are married? Married? Yes. Wow. And how many of you are happily married? Okay, now the numbers have come down. I am happily married. I always say my wife is happy I'm married. So we are happily married. No, but then there's a reason as well. My wife is happy, I'm married. So we are happily married. That was on a lighter note. Let's move forward. And we basically see that when we talk about subconscious mind or conscious mind, we have three things that we need to focus on. And one happens to be an unconscious mind as well. Taking a leaf out of what Rizvi Sahab said, when you are on a boat, the captain is actually the conscious mind who gives the directions. And the people who are rowing the ship back in the room is your subconscious mind. So if you do not go ahead and interact, if you do not have a synchronization in between both of them, you will not be able to move forward. Now let's talk about it in the organization when we talk about. So all present over here have definitely started or looking to go ahead and start some or the other organization in some or a different field. So you basically will go ahead and act as a conscious mind when you are talking about. And the support staff that you go ahead and hire, whether you outsource outside the company or within the company in different teams, those are your subconscious mind. And when you go ahead and interact with each other, that's when you become successful. Moving ahead, if I talk, then I actually tried to relate with a couple of things. So let's try and understand first. Small example, if you could help me find the mistake. Okay, where's that? I didn't find.
From the bottom row.
Okay, that's great. Let's try one more. Can we frame the sentence out of what we see? Excellent. That's really great. How about this? There was a prisoner who actually ran away from the jail, and then there was a detective who was hired to find the prisoner. He had a bird's eye view of all the three houses that he had narrowed down to, and then he immediately gave an answer in which house the prisoner is hiding. Can you actually help find it? Okay, any other answers? probably be okay. Okay. Any other? Why did you say C, ma'am?
There is something which I can see below the wall, so I just thought maybe this is the person.
Okay. Any other answer? And why is that so? Excellent. That's the right answer. The direction of the car is facing the road to run away fast. And that's one of the reasons why it is. One or two more, I mean, to keep you active. Which variant is the odd one out? Okay, let's keep trying. Any more answers? It's actually the first one because there's nothing odd in it. What is the number of the parking spot? 87. Okay. Any other answer? 87. Actually, 87 is the right answer. And this is the last one. I mean, you'll have to help yourselves to read it. I'm sorry. Okay. In a nutshell, there's a kid who is stuck in a room, and the room has two doors and one hole at the top. One door has a lion outside, and the second door has so much of reflection from the sun that the kid can burn, and he wants to go out. How is it possible? Any answers? No? Yes? Excellent answer. A huge round of applause to the person. Seriously. Couple of mind-blowing pictures I actually tried to find out. I mean, again, the only thing I'm trying to do is while away 20 minutes while talking and nothing else. So this is one thing that I actually found amazing. Now, where the person is looking is something creates a confusion. Let's look at the second one. It's a flower which makes a beautiful face. If you realize, in the last 2 minutes, we did nothing but try to correlate with your conscious and subconscious mind without even letting anyone know. And it's exactly what happens in the organizations as well. We have evolved, I mean, right from that stage to this, where earlier we were proud to look in front while walking, now we look down, thanks to WhatsApp or other sections that we have on the phone. So this is what actually happens. And evolution has happened to this extent that we used to write, and now we talk about cloud. In all these evolutions that we have faced, there's this evolution that has also happened. We do nothing but wake up, survive, and sleep. During the day, whatever we need, we find someone to do it. You need food, you have someone to help you with. You need someone to clean your house, you have a company to do it, and so on and so forth as you move forward. And in today's date, if you ask someone at the age of 28 or 29 or 30, when are you getting married, the person will reply, why do I need to get married when I have everything in the market? And in all this, there's one poor person who suffers, and that is this person. That's because he did not evolve. So again, taking a leaf out of what has happened here, if you do not evolve, if you do not create a situation where you can sell your service in different directions, you will actually be sitting like this Pandit all alone. Unfortunately, in today's date, a bai is more important at home than a Pandit. So your mornings can go on without a Pandit, but not without a bai. I try to generally go ahead and relate all the startups with marriage or family. So when I had to talk about this particular topic, I was actually thinking as to what exactly startups do. I have seen my father bring me up. I have a kid. I'm trying to bring her up as well as we grow. And as time passes, I realize that it's nothing but a company that we are trying to bring up. I mean, the kind of culture that we give, the kind of cushion that we provide to the kid, the kind of upbringing that we give is what we get in return. And it's exactly what happens in these startups as well. be disciplined, nourish well, provide opportunities to grow, widen your horizon horizontally and vertically as well, then only you will get a better kid and a startup as well. Both are expected to take care of each other when you grow old. And it's exactly what happens. So I firmly believe on a point what Rizvi Bhai said, and that is, do not sell. Because if you sell, it's not your kid. An entrepreneur's life. Again, I'm trying to come back to the topic now. How exactly it is? I mean, ask a housewife to go ahead and prepare something to eat, and if she opens the fridge and finds the fridge like this, she'll be confused what to cook. And it's exactly what entrepreneur's life is, like this. They start in the morning, all pepped up, then in the afternoon, a little down, and then they move forward. Yes, you do not lose hope in between. That is what helps you a lot. And who better than Ranjan Saab can answer this particular question. So if we move forward, we actually go ahead and see it. Couple of pointers that we'll talk about. I'll take another 5 minutes to discuss on 4 important aspects of anyone's life and entrepreneur's life as well. Do not give up. It's your drive, it's your passion. No one else can actually understand it. Only you can understand. And where you give up is what holds more value. You get involved in a lot of things, I mean multiple things in a day. As Rizvi Bhai said, learn to outsource, learn to delegate. If you do not go ahead and delegate, you might get stuck in those petty things that you might not be interested in doing, but you are investing your time in that. If you do that, if you delegate it properly, you will be successful as well. And not to forget the fact that when you are building an organization, try to hire at least 1 or 2 people who will be comfortable to do anything across the board. Now, when I say anything, I don't mean that you have to go ahead and tell them to do, but then an entrepreneur's life is C to C, and I always say chairman to chaprasi. Area of focus for any startup, I mean, innovation is something which is important, skilled workforce is important, formal mentoring, business ethics, all this is important. But then how do you get it? By having the right mix. So get the right people at the right place who can do the right things at the right time, and also if required, take one step ahead and do the best in whatever rest is left. Always remember and keep an eye on the competition. If you do not have, then there's always an Ola for Uber, always an Oyo for Airbnb, and always a Flipkart for Amazon. If you do not focus on the competition, then it becomes tough. I'll take a leaf out of an advertising board that I saw, and I'll leave you pondering over the thoughts after that. This is what I actually saw once on a board, and it says, "We've changed." There's someone more intelligent who came and said, "We've made them change." And if you think this is the end, then no, there's someone else who came. And that's how an entrepreneur's life is, and that's how startups are. If you start, I mean, when Ranjan Saab started in 2015, I mean, he was the first one, but then there were few other organizations mushrooming, couple of big ones entering as well, and that's how you end up getting into competitive world. Innovate, have ideas, believe in whatever you do, count your steps every day, see where exactly you are heading. And one most important thing that I've felt, every time you go ahead and build an organization, what basically happens is you try to get funding from somewhere, but you are not able to sell your idea. So have a firm thought on your idea, have a firm belief on what you want to sell, what you want to achieve, and then you can sell it in a better way. Use your conscious and subconscious mind, your actions, your thought processes, and that's when you will succeed. Do remember, hope is everything. Thank you so much.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to India's first corporate news channel. We invite interviews, articles, press releases from your organization. Visit our portal www.indianconventions.com. Thank you.